And I don't even want to get into all that, but pretty much this next video, and this might be the last video for right now, but one of the reasons I'm even making this video, or that even last one, because like I said, what I was saying with the structure of it, kind of how my kind of game plan is with it, you know. What I do for the most part is kind of play it by ear, go off instincts, kind of go off like, you know, my gut feeling, kind of just, you know, not even just that, you know, even just kind of do it like strategically, you know. But I'm not explaining it, but for the most part, just, and that was what I wanted to say, you know, first off in the last video too. Hopefully my kind of my words describe what I want to say in an organized manner, because yeah, I'm just, you know, kind of, I even already thought of that, because right now, like the other ones kind of came out pretty smooth, but right now I'm kind of looking to explain, and I was just, you know, in the car actually thinking like, you know, of this, and it came out very, you know, smoothly. But now I'm kind of, you know, I want to say a brain fart, but I mean, just kind of like, yeah, I'm not really thinking about it really that smoothly. So I'm about to pause it just for at least, like, you know, a few seconds, and just kind of trying to reorganize my thoughts and try to explain what I'm trying to say. But if anything, it's not, you know, super important. You can even kind of just, you know, see how it is already, just from observation. But I'll be right back. So anyway, I really just paused for like 2 seconds, but pretty much I'm just gonna, you know, try to flow with this. But for the most part, what I do is sometimes I get in recording mode, so I record a bunch, but then sometimes I'll be in, I already said this too, but sometimes I'll be in, like, you know, posting mode, or, you know, uploading mode. So I don't really have a complete, you know, structure to it, but it's a lot of structure, but at the same time it's not as much structure. Like, you know, I was just thinking, you know, like I don't have like the kind of structure where it's like I'm like, you know, so like strung or whatever, you know, on posting a video, one video per day, and like even like, you know, say I post one video per day and be super strict about that, and even like, you know, go as far as like, you know, at 8 a.m. or something like that, you know, like a specific time even, you know. So for the most part, what I do is just, I like to be consistent in the sense of, I like to do it, you know, at least for the most part, you know, once a day. But you know, honestly, I also do like, I don't mind, like, you know, kind of in a sense taking 2 days off, because what I figure is, you know, even like if it's like, you know, anywhere past, you know, 12 a.m. If it's 12 a.m. literally, I mean, or anytime past that, it counts as, like, it'll say it'll count as the next day for the most part. Like you could consider it as nighttime, but it'll still count as, you know, like the next day. So if I post one at, you know, 11:59 p.m. One video, and then I post another one, you know, 12:01 a.m. You know, there'll be different days for the most part when it all kind of adds up. You know, like one will be like, you know, say it's May 6th, 11:59 p.m. It'll you know, actually count as, you know, May 6th, and then it'll be May 7th, you know, like a minute later, but it'll, you know, actually really, like, you know, count as that. So there's times it feels like I take, like, you know, 2 days off, but for the most part it's you know, technically pretty, like 2 days, not even technically, you know, it's somewhat 2 days, but it's more so like, you know, it still is like, you know, technically actually, you know, it's just it's still like, you know, one day. So I'm pretty good at that, you know, but yeah. And then as you can see, you know, honestly, it is like on average I post, you know, multiple videos per day. So I kind of see, like, you know, some people do like, you know, one video per day, even like, you know, great people, like for instance, like I feel like Ron Wills, for instance, I just use him for an example sometimes, but, you know, just Ron Wills, for instance, he posts like what I feel like, you know, he posts like one video per day, but it's like it seems like, for instance, like, you know, at least for like, you know, his kind of like dating or relationship one, you know, he posts one video per day on that, but then he also posts like one video per day on his business one, and then also posts one a day for like, you know, so he does multiple videos per day just on different platforms. Even, you know, he has a Patreon, so he does, you know, like a video per day on that, you know, so it's like he does multiple videos, but it's like on different platforms, so it's like pretty much like one, you know, a day for like each of them, but it's like he still does, like, it seems like he does multiple videos. I don't know the details, you know, it seems like he does multiple videos per day, but just on, you know, multiple platforms. So for instance, like mine, this is like my only platform for right now, you know. So I'm just kind of, you know, putting in the kind of groundwork and, you know, actually, you know, grinding and even like, you know, I just want to, you know, fulfill, you know what I mean, like, I don't know, but just, you know, the audience is kind of like, you know, needs or like even just, you know, just desires, you know what I mean? It's funny, but you can actually, kind of sucks though. I just realized you can't like watch it in reverse order, so it's funny, but if you press play all, it for the most part plays backwards, so that's kind of, you know, stupid. I actually know how you can sort from, like, you know, you can sort it like from newest to oldest. I mean, you can sort it from newest post, and then you can sort it from oldest post or most popular. But even if you do oldest to new or new to old, if you press play all on my computer, at least it still just plays newest to oldest. Right? You know what I'm saying? It only plays one way. Even if you organize it oldest to new, it still plays newest to old, you know, regardless. So that's kind of weird, though. I don't get it. Like, why would it play backwards? If anything, I would think it would play forward. I mean, like, that makes no sense. But so yeah, honestly, it's like I don't even really like the play all aspect of it because it's like, it seems to work though for, like, you know, like albums and stuff. I mean, like if you play all, it plays in order. I mean, like 1 to 10 are, you know, like in order, like, you know, like 1 to 10 are, you know, just like it plays like in order. I mean, so it's like this one it plays backwards though, so it's kind of stupid, but. At least you can still, you know, organize it, like, you know, from oldest to new. So if you want to watch it kind of more in order, something like that, or just kind of have a different kind of vibe with it, you can still, like, you know, just, you know, you have to do it manually, kind of click on each one or whatever, however you click, you know, just click whatever, you know, but you can still kind of watch, like, you know, sometimes people like to binge watch whatever, or just, you know, I like to have a lot of content, because sometimes if I find a new channel or something like that, I'm like, you know, when I first find it, at least, you know, it's like, I like to kind of like, you know, I don't know what the word is, binge watch, but just kind of, you know, just it might be binge watch, you know, just but watch like a lot of their content, you know. So it's cool when people have like a lot of content. So yeah, and that's just from my experience, you know, and like kind of how I like, you know, kind of like to see different channels. So I just kind of took that concept and just, you know, wanted to. I wasn't, you know, like afraid of something, you know, to kind of like make it like kind of, you know, a lot of videos, you know. And I wouldn't think it would be too overwhelming, but at the same time, it's like I said, sometimes I feel like uploading, sometimes I feel like making them, sometimes I just don't feel like doing none of that. So I just, you know, I don't really force really anything. I don't want to say anything, but, you know, just like I don't really force it at all. It's just kind of like, you know, it's kind of like an inner motivation too, because I know, you know, what I want to do, and even it's just fun, you know, a lot of times. So beyond that, you know, I just kind of, like I said, play it by ear and kind of just, you know, let God kind of be my guidance and just, you know, let God kind of be my guidance, you know, and just you know, let him speak to me and just, you know, what's it called, you know, send me, I'll go. I mean, it was just like, just do it like that. So I'm hoping this is like my last video, and since the phone's charging, I'll probably post some right now, or do something on the computer or whatever. And the only reason because the phone's charging, and I'd rather it charge, you know, on the actual charging deck as opposed to the computer, because on the computer it charges a lot slower, so it actually charges pretty fast. So by the time, even if I do, you know what, let this battery die, by the time I, you know, I'm done with the laptop, you know, the computer, I mean the phone will be at least, you know, if not fully, you know, a lot more charged. I mean, so it'll be 90 plus, you know, straight up, like 96 plus. I'll be honest, but for the most part, if I actually do that, I mean, but yeah. If anything, I might make 2 more videos, but honestly, I might just make 1 more. You know, I'm embracing the number 3 more, and for one reason, like I said, you know, I'm turning 30 real soon, so you know, things work, you know, really excellent. Sometimes it's like, you know, you see challenges in your way and stuff like that, but you know, like I said in the song too. We'll face challenges, but we'll overcome them. I kind of overcame. Let me stop playing, but you know, just but we'll overcome them, you know, and just. challenges can definitely be, you know, kind of actually very fun, you know, if you look at them like that, you know. So I'll be right back. I'm probably gonna make a few more videos too, just kind of chop it up a little bit with y'all.